Okay, good evening, gentlemen. In this target review, I would like to discuss my findings by using the excellent um, uh, brake and tuner from Erik Cortina. Erik Cortina is one of the champion of United States in precision shooting. He's well-known person, so I don't have to introduce him. I bought this muzzle brake myself from my own pocket, so it's not supported, is nothing. This as a disclaimer, and this is my honest review of that brake and tuner. Now, in short, does it work or not, or doesn't work? We're gonna find in a minute. But so far, I'm happy. Okay. So it's a positive review, but let me explain what happened. It's a short story, but let us go ahead. First of all, I started with this load. It's a 6mm Creedmoor rifle. It's a 109 long range hybrid target load. This load was optimized for my rifle using traditional load development, ladder testing, find minimum SD, minimum groups, and a compromise between the lowest SD for the ladder test and group size. Okay, so my node is usually with H4350 is around 41.8 grain. Okay, and that load, whether it's 108 ELDM or 109 long range hybrid target, both they do the same powder load of 41.8. However, in this one I have 2.8 for the ELDM, and on the burger I have 2853. Of course, the profile of the bullet differs a bit, but let us go actually to see what happened. Okay, out of the box, installing the tuner, put that at 0, which is the most forward position for the tuner. I get this group. I was shooting 2 bullet groups because if it's too far, basically it means that you are not there yet. Okay, so the first one came like this, and this is maybe like I would say like an inch between one another. This is my rifle will shoot usually without the tuner, regular brakes, which is this guy. I was shooting before with this MDT Elite muzzle brake, which is an excellent one. I'm getting around, let's say, half MOA, 0.6 MOA in that domain. Immediately after I put number 2, I got touching impacts. I was so delighted to see those. Okay, this is point of aim, and they are coming a bit high to the left at 100 yards in an indoor range, actually. I was lucky to find an indoor range near where I live, and this is the second one. They have 100 yards in the DFW area. So it came touching. Was so happy to see it immediately. Then I switched to 4. Of course, I get similar impacts, but the patterning is different. So it means that the tuner is doing something to the dispersion, but also very, very close. I'm also happy that I see it in sequence 2 and 4 with impacts less than a quarter MOA, basically for 2 points. Then I decided to go to 6 and start opening up. So I know that it was not tuned, still tuned, out of tune. Since I have a few more rounds in this load, okay, I decided to try again at 8. Okay, here is 6, and this is actually, sorry, I wanted to shoot at 8, but I decided, hey, since I'm happy with 2 and 4, let me try a 3. And 3 behaved very similarly to number 2, and with the same pattern. Here I shot 3 rounds, and they were patterning like at the say this is 0, 90, 180 to 70, between 45 minus 45 degrees. They were patterning like this. So this is a 3 actually, it's not 8. And I was happy to see that even between 2 and 4, I still having good groups. Okay. Now I had choice with this load is to go 2, 4, or 3. But however, I decided to go to 2. I can go to, keep it at 3. I would, however, I say let me keep it at 2 to see how it works for the rest. Okay. So this is the first load. I was so happy within 10 rounds or 11 rounds, I was able to find my tuned node, which is between 2 and 4. Perfect. So far, so good. Okay. Then next, I decided, hey, I have another load, which is 109, still the same bullet. Okay. The overall length is different. Here it was, there it was 2853. Here it's 2750, I believe, 2750 on this one. However, this one is RL16 14.7. Okay, now the R16 usually is hotter bit low than H4350 for the same power, for the same powder load. Okay, so this one to go to the same speed of the bullet as this guy, I have to drop to 40.8. So I know that this is out of tune for my rifle, and because this should be 14.8, okay, RL16 to be in tune with my rifle. Okay, so let's say I decided, what the heck, let me start and shoot at number 2 immediately. Immediately at 2, I got this. My rifle never ever produced more than one MOA, a grouping. So, wow, whatever it was tuned here, okay, it made it worse. Okay, so let's say let me go and try 4. And 4 even, it was even worse, right? So it is, but instead of helping with that brake tuner, actually, I never saw something like this for my rifle. I didn't know it was me or not me, or rifle or not, whatever it is the case. I say, let me continue. So again, at 6, I get this pattern here. So it start closing again. Okay. I said myself, for this load, it was okay. Let's say this is okay, but worse, better. So I decided, hey, maybe 2 is the best of 2, 4, and 6, like before, right? So then I decided to try to shoot again with number 2. However, I wanted to go actually to the same elevation correction that I had before, like those groups, okay. Here on this group, so I do not mess up these patterns, I drop them down, okay. I lowered my elevation, maybe 0.6 mil, so they can go on those empty spaces. So, okay, so I wanted to just keep shooting without messing up my target. Okay, however, for this one, I re-zeroed my scope to be whatever it was here. Okay, so I believe I aimed on this one, but I get the pattern on this one, the point of impact, which is fine, because what I did, I pushed it a bit to the left when I was aiming on this one. Okay, however, I got those 2 impacts. What happened? I don't know. It's still the same load, but now at 2 it starts grouping again, way better than this. Okay, so this is the story for this load. What I can say on this load, that because it was a faster bullet, which are out of tune, number 2 tried to do the best. 4 was also out of tune, and 6 is out of tune. What does it say is that if it's not grouping excellent like here, or here, or here, If you are out of tune, the tuner is make it even worse than compared to this one. Okay, so all of this 1, 2, 3, 4, which is now even here getting even better. Okay, for this load, 2 seems a winning setting for whether this load and this load. Okay, so finally I get a third load, which is, I said this is the ELDM 108 grain ELDM, which is an excellent bullet. It's still loaded at 14.8 grain, okay, of H4350, and this is where is the best load weight for my rifle. Okay, powder load weight, the optimum one for my rifle. This one is at 2.8 inches overall length. Okay, so I said let me put it at 2 and try with this with the Hornady bullet. See, hey, does the same load with the Hornady, which is 108 grain ELDM, will be similar to this one because the powder load is the same. Okay, and this is 109 grain. And to my surprise, number 2 produced this group. I believe this is the impact number 1, and those 3 are 2, 3, and 4. Okay, it could be parallax on this here. I don't know, but at 100 yards, I aimed on this one, get the first impact, which is here. Now this 3-shot groups, it's I believe it is less than 0.4 inches. I measured edge to edge is 0.6. Then you have to deduct 0.243. That will leave me around 0.36 inches at 100 yards for 3-shot groups. If I add this one here, I believe I was still less than 0.6 inches. So no matter what, this is half MOA to 0.3 MOA, depending whether you're gonna include this one or not. I'm so happy with this one. I'm gonna keep loading either this load or this load. Actually, I still have 109 grain. I was gonna keep loading on this guy with the H4350. Maybe I was gonna drop 1 grain of this guy, RL16, and shoot at 40.8 and see if I can get excellent results with the RL16 or H4350. Okay, without the tuner, I was getting touching bullets impacts with this guy, or 40.8 on this guy. Okay, now let me conclude. I'm happy with the Erik Cortina tuner. You have to do your homework. If you started with a good load for your rifle, you can tune it and close it with the Erik Cortina tuner. Much way easier than using the bullet seating depth. And I believe this is even a better method to tune your load when you are doing a hand load. Thank you for watching. I hope you like it. If you like this video and review for the results, subscribe to my channel and like it and share. Thank you very much.